Good morning, good morning. Good morning, Jenny. Good morning. Good morning, Miss Piggy. Miss Piggy's going to her new home today. Are you excited, Miss Piggy? You want to try to break it? Okay, go ahead. Careful, don't step in it. All right, you made a crack in it. Good job. Abby's turn. Okay, Mommy's turn. All right, we're gonna let it be now.
Wait, I want to try one more time.
One more time? Okay, one more time. Good job. Okay, careful. Don't fall in. Good job.
Now your turn.
Oh, I think I'm done, but thank you. That's very sweet of you. Good morning, chickens. Good morning. Good morning, goats. We got some cattle panels yesterday to fix up their new home. So hopefully we'll be able to get them there soon. Let me move this first so that that doesn't fall on my head. I can't wait for them to move. Oh. Well, this time, hold on, goats. Stop pushing. There we go. Good morning. Good morning, goats. I need to see where I left the bucket. Oh, you found it, didn't ya? You found it. Okay. We're not going far because we need to really take care of the electrolytes for the goats. So we're going to stay in the yard so I can kind of babysit them today. And I like the bowl idea, so I'm going to keep pouring it in the bowl. There you go, little ones. You want some? Do you want some Oreo? The chickens are in the water. That's so crazy. So we've already turned off the electric fence, and my brother brought his trailer so that we can just load her up there. Let's see if she'll follow a food bucket to the trailer. Jenny, are you going to be good? Yeah, you're tied up. And that way you can't interfere. I'm glad he has his muck boots on.
Yeah, it's good food. Oh, she's scared.
Yeah, she's scared of that electric fence.
Oh, man. Come on. It's off. You don't know that.
Here, can I tell her?
No. No, you don't touch the electric fence even when it's off, okay, sweet girl? And it wouldn't help. She wouldn't understand. It's good, isn't it? It's so yummy.
Everybody loves macaroni and cheese. It's a favorite. It's on up there. You're almost there. You're so close. You're so close. You're so close. Oh, you made it. It's a good girl. Oh, I'm sorry.
So I've made it so that when we lower this gate. It'll lower over the electric fence just a little, I hope. We're just gonna lower it here.
Oh, I can talk.
And then we'll drop it over.
Have it been in its way. Well, she is a sow, so. Here. There you go. Bring you home. Enjoy. I don't think I've ever seen her so happy.
I know. I learned a few things while we were moving the pig. First of all, even though we covered up the electric wires, Miss Piggy was still super nervous to cross them. So she was only willing to once we had the bucket almost completely over her face. So I would recommend either covering her face with the bucket or even a bag or a sack when you move a pig. And then finally, I do not believe that Miss Piggy would have followed a feed bucket all the way there, because just getting her to follow a feed bucket into the trailer was pretty hard. She just was uncertain about the new territory. And then finally, I figured out that, hey, you can see my sweet husband there. But I learned that it's very helpful to have multiple people there. So we were able to back up and put the trailer right up to the fence line here, which was extremely helpful, but we still had people on either side making sure that Miss Piggy did not bolt, and that really helped a lot. So guess what, guys? I just learned today that Mr. Pig is coming home Wednesday. That's 2 days from now. So we have to get on that electric fence tomorrow. Go ahead and subscribe so you don't miss it. And then after all the craziness of the new windows and moving the furniture and getting the fence ready, I'm going to be showing about how I plant seeds in the middle of winter when everything is dead. So make sure you stay tuned for that too. My brother also left us all of these wonderful pallets. I'm so excited. They're rated for super heavy loads, so we can make them into goat shelters or pig shelters or whatever we need, and they should be really solid. We've got a good number of them, so building materials. I brought some warm water from the house because her water was frozen. And then she promptly decided to dump it all out. What are you looking for? Are you still hungry? She's grown so much. Oh, maybe she just likes it better on the ground. I'm out here watching Miss Piggy. I just gave her some water. And I can see the goats, and they're happily munching their alfalfa. The chickens have been fed and watered. And it's just so pleasant to sit here and take in this beautiful scenery and to know that it's ours. And I cannot wait until summer when all of those trees are green and the grass is green. But in the meantime, it's still really pretty. So now that Miss Piggy is out of this area and happy in her new pasture, what would you use this fenced-in area for? It wouldn't make a good garden because dogs have lived in here for years, and you're not supposed to eat any of the fruit or vegetables or whatnot that come from a garden over dog manure for like, I think it's 7, maybe 10 years. I did consider maybe a flower garden, and it's already plowed up. Either that, or because it's so close to the house, it would make a really good sick animal bay, or when we get new animals and we want to keep them isolated from the others to make sure they're not, you know, they don't have any bad illnesses. Otherwise, we thought about using this area for a rabbit colony. Many ideas. So my question for you is, what would you do with this space that's so close to the house? Leave it in the comments below. I am very interested in hearing your thoughts. I am probably one of the few people in the history of owning goats who is actually happy that her goats got out. The does have been rather sick, and so we haven't tied them out, and they've just stayed in this little fenced-in area, even though the fence isn't always that great. We have half of a good fence, but they were feeling well enough to go out, and that's rather encouraging to me. But I'm going to go bring them back in now. I'm still not going to tether them. Hi, Miss Piggy. It's so good to see you out here. I don't want to tether them because I want them to be able to finish feeling better before we tether them. Hi, Harmony. How are you feeling? Come on, Hope. There we go. That's a good girl. And I see exactly where they're coming through because Gilbert just showed me. When the goats were clearing this area here, I kind of let them just wander because it was all that thick, can I say thicket? The whole way from, well, that whole area. And they would just be in there and eat, and I felt safe with them there because they were kind of fenced in except for this back area here. And part of me wants to continue doing that here, except I have reservations because they are so close to the road that leads out to the road. It would put my mind at ease if we had a gate on the other side of the barn here. And I think I might talk to my husband about getting that done. We discussed it before as a longer term option, you know, later on. But I think we might see if we can't get something rigged up, especially if we're putting the goats in that side of the barn down there. That would be a lot better. But we'll see what he says. What do you think about the gate?
I love the idea of getting a gate, but I don't know where we have the funds for a gate.
Right. I figured we'd have to like rig one up or build one or something like that. Do you think that's doable?
It's doable, but it is doable. We'll find a way. I don't know exactly how we're going to do it, but we don't give up. You keep mulling it over. You search YouTube, you search Google, and you get ideas. So we'll figure out something to put some sort of gate up there until we have the money to buy a brand new one.
So viewers, if you have any sort of solution, please leave it in the comments. We'd love to know your ready-made gates. Maybe even we can use the pallets. Bought some paneling to go here and on that gate so that we can put the goats in this area of the barn. It's bigger than what they have, and this part is pretty well intact. We obviously need a better solution here because the goats can slip out that way and come out this big gaping hole. I'm hoping we can just fix that hinge over there. So we have one rather rusty hinge up there. Down here, it looks like the hinge itself might be okay, but the wood just gave way and let loose of it, which to me doesn't speak well to the ability of the wood to keep it. But I'm wondering if we couldn't just secure it back in there somehow. I'm not sure if this is good news or bad news. I'm gonna let my husband watch this video and give his take. So what do you think we should do with the gate?
I think we should get a new hinge and maybe move it up a little bit, because the wood, maybe the wood's secure up there and doesn't have, not drilled into so much. So
That's a good solution.
put the hinge up a little bit higher, that's all.
Yeah, that sounds easy enough. What a wise farm man you are. If she weren't the one I was concerned about, I would let them just graze. But because she is sick, I want to make sure I have good access to her in an enclosed environment to get those electrolytes in her. I will explain later. The package gives pretty specific instructions about how to handle the electrolytes. These are the directions I was telling you about for it. It's not too bad, but it just takes some babysitting, which is why I'm keeping the goats pretty close today. So we put several of the goats on tethers, 2 of them. This sick one does not have a tether, but they have some alfalfa hay, and I'm going to get some boiling water to thaw their water, because, as Jenny will demonstrate, it's hard to drink out of a frozen thing. I tried to hit it with a stick, but the ice is too thick. I put this poor duck with the broken leg, and I moved the food, and I moved the duck so that it can access food and water. It seems so appreciative, but I'm thinking we might have to move it where it won't get jostled so much. Hey guys, we got another egg! So the goats stayed in their fence for the rest of the day. That's excellent. Hi, ladies. Stay in here, please. Whoa, down you go. I know you want the green, don't you? How are you feeling? You're starting to look a little better. Abby, move, honey. Why is this closed, love? Okay. Okay, I've given the goats their free choice electrolytes in here. It says to mix 1 scoop with 2 quarts of water and then leave it free choice for an hour. So I'm going to set a timer and then I will come back and take it away because apparently this can go bad. We lost a duck the other day and we thought it was dead because it was severely injured, missing part of a wing, you know, and whatnot, but it's in here in the well and it's been days and it's still alive. I'm gonna rescue the poor little creature. I'm gonna pull this up so I don't get all muddy. All right, little one. Yeah, I thought you were hungry and thirsty. Poor little terrified creature. I bet you're glad to be out of there, aren't ya? Aren't ya? Do you want to come inside where you can get some food? Let's open this up all the way. And then you can just hop on up there. Miss Piggy's hungry. It's a bit more of a walk than just from the house. I mean, just outside the house, you know. But it's also a little bit quieter. So that's good. Look at that beautiful evening sky. I just love it. Are you so hungry, Miss Piggy? Are you so hungry? I wonder where your food bucket went. It's in here somewhere, isn't it? I'll have to go looking for it tomorrow when I'm doing the electric fence for you. Yes, I will. I think she likes the leftovers more than she likes the commodity mix. Are your babies gonna be as cute as you are? I sure hope so. By the way, she's not pregnant yet. She's just 3 months old. Which is why it's especially important that we divide the lot. So we're going to put a divider just on the other side of that trailer. And that's Mr. Pig's home. Her home is a lot smaller because she's a lot smaller. But when we move them out to the old barn out here, they're going to go right beside it, and we're going to build a pretty sturdy structure with the pallets and whatnot, and then eventually, hopefully, we'll get an actual place for them. Hey, I see a bucket out there. I wonder if your food bucket is out with it. So this is pretty funny. I had said earlier that I was more comfortable with the goats in this area up here at the front by that fence. But the thicket was so thick that I had no idea this fence went all the way down to the ground. If I had known, I might have been a little bit more concerned about this road. But I didn't know.